I'll give thanks. I'll be live now on YouTube, but not live yet on HTS. Alright. Give thanks.
Give thanks for that.
Yeah. Give thanks, make a sunshine. We're coming live shortly. Give thanks. Yes, we do give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. Definitely, as you know, before we went into the intercession, it was important. It's very important to note that what we were specifically focusing on was the whole aspect of the human, the significance of a woman's historical life, the things that she has gone through, and we were specifically focusing on the aspect of trauma when it comes to the traumatic experiences that an individual might have. So we said that when someone thinks of an event, an occurrence, something that has happened, and that event being an event that provoke the sensations, the emotions of sadness and pain and grief and have regret, right? These there does be represented in the bloodstream as some particular and specific biochemicals called hormones. Very important. So when one now have gone through an experience, and that experience being an experience that does not bring that joy and satisfaction, and one's mind and thoughts, because remember, you have, if every time you sit down your mind goes on something negative about yourself, if every time you sit down your mind goes on something whereby you're thinking about, yeah, come on, my brother, oh God, son, it's me, son, I should have really been over there, yeah, God, son, I know why I life in that state, God, son, oh God, son, why, I go to, yeah, and everything talking about is the negative aspects of things. That means that if 80%, 90% of your thoughts are just negative and pain and suffering and anger and grief and regret, that means that 80% of the times that you're thinking, you'll be flooding your bloodstream with cancer causing chemicals that you produce yourself. I'm saying this to say, your thoughts, what you think daily can lead to your death. Oh, my priest, I saying that. I said, well, what a man think can lead to his death, man. That makes no sense. What is man saying? All right, okay. Okay, all right. Of course, the emotions are represented in the bloodstream as particular chemicals. I mean, they can give you a pill and then you just an injection and then you just be laughing. Oh, guys. Oh, yes, man, you feel good. You guys like that. And everybody you see you, yeah, things nice. And then you could get another injection and then you could just be quiet and looking around, right? So you could be very sad and crying and 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 screaming, and then you get an injection and you get happy one time. Oh yeah, man, what you say, brother? And you go and think, yeah, man, yeah. So biochemicals, and chemicals on the whole, because some of these chemicals are synthetic created chemicals. These things, they could elicit a particular reaction from your physical structure. They could make you feel a sensation of good, of bad, of happy, of sad. It's very important that you understand that, man. I mean, if you don't understand that as a human, that the reflection of your past activities, when you think of your past, how you reflect upon it, that can determine whether or not you live or die, whether or not you develop breast cancer or not. I'm serious, very, very serious, because I understand the science. The stress hormone cortisol is produced from the same root molecule, cholesterol, as estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. That's the three most implicated hormones in breast cancer, prostate cancer, ovarian cancer, all them different type of cancers there. Even if pancreatic cancer, I mean, estrogen can really stimulate the pancreas to produce plenty more insulin. Are you aware of that? Okay then. So then, understanding that all these hormones come from the same root chemical, cholesterol. So when it is that you now as a person exist in that state whereby your thoughts consistently, when you think of your history, it brings you sadness and pain and regret. That means that your cortisol level is up there, your stress hormone is up there, and your physical structure is literally operating like a bull is chasing it, or a dog, a pit bull, or a lion, and you're in the jungle and you have to jump off it. That's what I'm just saying. Being in that state for a couple of seconds is alright. It's natural. For a minute, oh yeah, okay, even a minute, yeah. Alright. A couple of minutes, okay. But 5 hours? 6 hours? Right? What happens is that your physical structure, the balance of the hormones, I'm not just talking about eating the chicken and the pork and the beef, I'm talking about your fats. No matter whether you're vegetarian, whether you're vegan, whether you're carnivorous, whatever, it don't matter. I'm talking about the thoughts, what you're thinking. Your thoughts now can lead to the escalation of things whereby, oh man, your cortisol level is high, then you have an increase in the level of estrogen. So you get to be estrogen dominant. So this estrogen now begins to stimulate the womb area and makes you grow fibroids. That estrogen now can stimulate your pancreas and make you produce so much insulin that you become insulin resistant and you get diabetes. That excessive estrogen can stimulate your breasts, whereby you start to get lumps in the breast, and they say, oh, it's nothing, it's nothing, it's nothing, it's just lumps, it's benign. Yeah, whatever. Eh? So then, if it is that exposure to that chemical estrogen that your physical structure can produce by itself, yeah, it's producing it. Yeah, man, I'm saying, yeah, man. Yeah, man, can produce it. And based upon your thoughts, your emotional state, you could develop that level of estrogen dominance, whereby you could grow tumors in your womb, and they call it gliomyoma. And you grow tumors in the breast, and they say you have fibrocystic breasts. And eventually they say that you have cancer, glandular carcinoma of the breast, if it's estrogen dominance, ductal carcinoma of the breast, if it's progesterone dominance. But they'll tell you you have an aggressive type of cancer, and it's hormonal dependent, and then blah, 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 blah. But they cannot tell you that your thoughts affect the growth of that cancer, because your thoughts, be negative, sad, regretful, angry, can make your physical structure produce so much cortisol that you flood in your physical structure with estrogen. And you know, your estrogen and the testosterone, the male hormone, they operate like this: one up, one up, one up, one up. Then you start to grow beard, and your shoulders become broad, and you know, because you have too much of the male hormone. And then you have so much progesterone, because sometimes when you tell people, come and they say, well, priest, I want to have baby. And then we speak to them about their capacity to actually just to be able to go into the past and demonstrate gratitude for everything in the past. I have no regrets. I don't regret anything I do. So I'm going to sit down here and regret something and kill myself? Come on, brethren. I have no regrets. I give thanks. Yeah. So whatever experience that I've had, it don't matter. I can't change it. The most important thing to me is the now. And the now is what that can actually change the future. Not the past, right? The past, no, the now. So when you live in the now, whereby you have that capacity to reflect upon an ill event, I'm telling you, you know, it could be anything you go through. It could be molestation, rape, verbal abuse, physical abuse, bullying, whatever it is, man. The fact that you are here now, that means that you are a survivor. You have survived it. So then you could look at your experience, and instead of seeing pain and anger, you could say, wow, man, I survived that. Give thanks. Wow. I mean, the feeling of being a survivor is a good feeling. You say, I'm a survivor. I'm going to make it. Yeah, man. Like you're a survivor. That feels good.
Yes, sir.
So the fact that you are a survivor, it's a great feeling. You feel good. You feel high because you feel like you're a survivor. So your bloodstream is full of serotonin. Your blood becomes alkalized. Your immune system get a boost like superpowers, and they just push up their chest, and then they just destroy disease and sickness. Just because of your capacity to keep yourself in that mental space of gratitude. Oh, give thanks. Why survive? Wow. My goodness. Oh my God. Oh, I went through that. What experience I have. Right. Remember, I said, you know, if you have two people with a degree and one has 7 years experience and one has none, the one with the 7 years of experience definitely gonna get the job. So your experience, whether good or bad, you give thanks for them, man, because they are your experience. You've gone through them. You have to be gracious. So a woman who have gone through abuse can utilize her experience, and because of her experience, in that positive frame of mind, she can be even more capable to take care of a child that has been abused or prevent a child from getting abused just because of her experience. I'm telling you, man. Yet still you'd have the woman who have been abused, who not even want to have a child. They might say, well, me, I don't want my child to go through what I went through as a child. But yet still they might be saying, I want to have a child. I want to have a child, please, I'm trying to have a child. But yet still they don't want to have a child because they have not resolved the emotional issues of the past, whereby they accept it as holistically them. All my past experience have actually played a role in creating me, Priscilla Lash. So if I begin to regret that part and erase that part and erase that part, well, sure, well, you erase that part, then come on, man. Then you, I mean, I'm sure you will have a Priscilla Lash there. You probably would have a Rastaman in a ponytail, and some gold teeth or some kind of thing in front of you talking, yeah, drink the Guinness, yeah, that's it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so my experience have created me. I'm grateful for every single one of my experiences. I'm grateful. I give thanks for that. Right? So definitely, we do give thanks for life and the mighty life giver, and we understand fully that 70% of the root cause of polycystic ovarian syndrome and fibroids is the state of mind of our woman. Let's have happy thoughts. Let's think about the happy things. Let's do the things that make us feel good. Flood our bloodstream with serotonin. Yeah? So we give thanks, man. I mean, most times, when people come to us and they don't have that understanding of how the emotional state is affecting the physical state, for the love of God to I and I, you have to bear patience and turn on the light bulb in their head. Claim, oh, all right. So then at least they begin to see because it's the truth. Right? Your bad ways can give you cancer. It's the truth. Sincerely. So let us develop good ways and good thoughts and good practices. So I'm not saying that it's good that you got raped or good that you got molested. I'm saying that it's already happened. You can utilize that experience as something to benefit yourself and others. You could look into it and give thanks that you survived, which would lead to your own survival as a person. So we give thanks for this divine opportunity to be with you, and definitely as we have the Honorable Prophet Edison with us, right, we'll just let him go through on my Lord and take what we'll take the 5 minutes, the 4 minutes. We'll go for the 4 minutes, we'll go to the intercession and we'll come again with the eye and then we'll open up the lines. True? So we just go through like that.
Yes, sir.
My Lord, blessed
Give thanks, Honorable. Give thanks for life. Truly, it's a blessing to be here once again. And I mean, everybody who's already locked in and tuned in, you're already within this sphere of healing energy. It's new to us that even at times like this where many people are lost, that we could zone into our real self, our authentic self, that we could appreciate our own life experiences. Because you see, Livity is a very interesting concept, that we live the life we love. Many people over 25, 30, if you ask them, why do you do what you do? They may give you different responses, yes, but truly to feel it within your heart and know that you're within the position because you genuinely want to, because you appreciate the place that you are. That's not as common. Maybe it's one in every 25 or 30 people that will give you that response. But it's interesting, you could ask. And at this point in time where most of the jobs now, most of our occupations are being created as we speak, I mean, YouTube is becoming a job, for a lot of people. So I think there's value in authenticity. And when it comes to Livity now, our energy level is highly dependent on what we feed ourselves in our minds and what we put into our mouth. So we eat a lot of live foods to feel lively, a lot of fruits, vegetables, the colors themselves, they stimulate the pineal gland, they stimulate the pituitary gland, and this is really what allows us to zone into the experience, what it's like to eat, a fresh papaya, seeing that intense color in there, knowing that's fully natural from your backyard maybe. So we really utilize this concept. And I mean, in the kitchen at Livity, we have so many, I mean, people will even ask, where do we come up with these ideas? Where do they come from? Just reasoning in the kitchen, just sharing a moment or two. You come up with so much, that creative energy is just so vibrant. It's flowing. And this is the same energy that allows us to be who we are. So it's a joyful experience when we say live in the life you love. Because you don't want to just be existing. You want to live, you want to be active. So within this process, we love ourselves fully by investing in ourselves, the time, the energy that is required to bring ourselves to the next level. I mean, only you know what your next level might look like. So, as the priest says, always think of greatness, always, when you close your eyes or when you find yourself thinking, it's only greatness because that's what's set out for you. You actually within your own gold mine, and that's your life, your opportunities. You turn left and there's a vein right there. To the right there's another one. So of course we have everything that we need to be grateful, of course, to be successful. You don't need anything more for you to give thanks. Give thanks for life abundantly, that we have it and that we're here. That we have this precious gift of life, the breath even. You inspire. So now what? You inspire so you don't expire. Of course, we definitely give thanks for the moments. And honorable, what you said is so edifying. I mean, we think about so many things throughout the day. You know, some people say they think about, some men might be thinking only about women, or most of the time, vice versa, even about school, work, whatever. But to keep in your mind that positive mental image of yourself, of whoever you're around, doing well, prospering, that's a totally different experience because in itself that's going to bring you joy, that's going to bring you satisfaction. It's going to allow for healing to take place because healing happens instantly. Change your mindset and you do it consistently by consistently practicing good habits. I mean, many people are subjected to their habits. I mean, how many people drink and smoke on weekends because they've been doing it since they were 16? They have to do it. They feel like they're obligated. It's not necessary. So we create positive habits. When you rise, just giving thanks. Whatever religion you're part of, whatever denomination you belong to, whatever, give thanks because giving thanks allows more abundance to flow in. Giving thanks is what allows us to be electrically charged. So I do give thanks, my Lord, and of course we go into this one with an open mind because once we see ourselves as the primordial force of healing ourselves, getting into ourselves now to do the work that's necessary to heal, it becomes a different experience. You take the power into your own hands.
Well, man is God and God is man in flesh. You know what I mean? It's just that people don't like to take responsibility for all their actions because definitely our actions is what is actually going to lead to whatever our future is. And with consistency, what you think of consistently manifests. What you say, right, consistently manifests. Right? So at the end of the day, you have to understand that the mind is like the garden of your thoughts. So your thoughts is what you sow into the minds. So what you think, you plant it in the mind and the mind creates it. Right? So when we understand how the brain itself actually can create biological molecules that actually represents your emotional state, happiness, sadness, joy, anger, regret. As long as your physical structure can feel these things there, that means that your cerebrum, your brain, right, is specifically stimulating different glands of your physical structure to release the hormones that can reflect your emotional state. So I'm saying that large quantities of these hormones can make lumps grow in the breast of the woman, can make large quantities of progesterone can make a woman just infertile because they have polycystic ovarian syndrome. You understand? So at the end of the day, when it comes to light, it is very important to go to the root cause of these issues and see how it is that we could balance it out. Right? Balance it out, because it's not about, oh, you have fibroids, you cut out the womb, or you have cysts, you take out the ovary, or you have cancer, you cut off the breast. Right? We understand that everything happens in a process. So the painful periods and not doing this, not doing that, right? Book to do you have a little fibroids. Young person, you have a little fibroids already. Then they have a little lump in the breast, but they say it's nothing. But as time goes by, it starts to really go into head. Right? So it is important that as a woman we understand that at least 80% of every single woman have been traumatized. And if we are living in an environment whereby plenty women have been traumatized and they have not been able to actually deal with their situation, whereby upon reflection of the situation they could get a sense of joy and satisfaction, that means that they'll be in a real terrible state. So we have to arise ourselves, you know, as black woman and black man, and be able to utilize our experiences for our own upliftment as a people. So we give thanks. We'll take an intercession when you come again. We're going to open up the lines and take your calls. Blessed love. Give thanks,
Blessed
my
love.
Lord. Well, we're still live on Facebook, on YouTube.
Chris, I think you should really edify the people with some of your knowledge, because just the thinking. A lot of people now are gravitating towards this sort of speaking where they get into their minds. They kind of iron out certain basic things. Like what you said about breathing. You inspire. You take time and you breathe. So things like this, the people want to hear, just the basics. So they don't have to, it's gotten to the point where people don't even know how to live, So we know more about how to die than how to live. We'll tell you, oh, you need to set up for your caskets and do this and that. But set up for your life, build up to that point where you could full joy. Do it for when you're 60.
Give thanks, man. But as you know, YouTube people, we live on HTS television, and we're in an intercession, and we're just bringing this thing there live to you. All love and prosperity to all of you people that just watching on the YouTube, because we live on television coming from St. Lucia, and we had a problem with our live stream, so we're just streaming from the phone, so at least you could get all those of you follow our program on Facebook, and so so we give thanks to the I and them. Love. So we're gonna really pause the intercession. When you come again live with the TV station, you're just going to be like live again. So we give thanks. Right? So if you're hearing our conversation, that's okay. Okay? Alright, heart of love. So,
Yes, sir.
so you're getting it differently than what TV will getting. So right now TV will getting ads and thing, and you're in your intercession, you're reasoning the priest. So give thanks, Sherry Roberts, Dylan G. Give thanks for all those people who specifically watching Black Matter Love. Yes, I.
So this we're gonna go into the questions.
Yeah.
Within the we were calling.
So you want to talk about?
I'm no Chris. We're done with that now. I would go into, but I mentioned cobalt last time. Cobalt shows itself as B12,
Yeah.
but I want to give them the slide so that we could, consolidate everything.
Okay.
Some people have been listening, I just want to give it, and we won't even go deep. It's just a matter of important. Major minerals, things like molybdenum. We can just say that it's good for DNA and so on. Just emphasize on the fact that it's good for its building the DNA cellular structure.
The last sound is currently playing.
Give thanks, my brother. We'll go live with the calls when we come forward.
You should not like these, like the lapis lazuli. Such a royal, like African stone, you know. I'm just love to make more of these. This one in particular. It's like soda like it's like that blue.
Yes. Coming live. Give thanks. Yes, we do give thanks for life and a mighty life given. We give thanks for all good things around us that sent from Zion above. So we praise for his divine love and his sincere love and his great love. Give thanks. Rastafari. I mean, definitely, right now we'll have the lines open up, so we could open up the lines for the people who want to call and ask particular questions. But I had to focus on that whole aspect of the wellness, the overall emotional wellness of the woman, because it's something that's important. And many times people just come and buy medicines, but they don't understand that you have to fix up their heads, fix up your head, your foots. So it's not everything that a bottle of medicine could take care of. There are things that you yourself can take care of, right? And you are continually keeping yourself into that state just because of the things that you think of every day, right? So if it is that you have good thoughts, that means that you're always happy. If your thoughts always good, you're always happy, right? So it's not like you. Yes, caller, blessed. I'm blessed. Give thanks. Well, the family is blessed.
For all the information you're giving us.
Oh, give thanks for the love.
And we continue to pray for you.
Oh, give thanks for the
And the
prayers.
work you're doing.
Oh, give thanks.
Be encouraged, okay?
Give thanks.
Yes. I want to ask you, I don't know if it is just we that say that when people make it, they say when they hot and they bathe cold water or they bathe late or too early in the morning, then they catch something like a cough and a cold. Is that true? Is it Equida?
Well, that's what our elders used to say, and it has to do specifically with that rapid, because some people, all right, for some in some therapies, right, they'll tell you take a hot bath to open up the pores to take out the toxins, and then go into cold water to close it back, right? And then people don't really get sick doing that. I mean, they would say that it's like a therapy. Okay, now there are different types of waters that have a different type of energy too. Okay, and also and people are different. It's based upon that particular individual. Now, whereby there are people who teach you that going to hot water and going to cold water to close your pores. I won't do that. I don't do that, right? So as I grow up, well, I'm just telling you, I don't do that, right? So then I would more like, if I go and bathe in the sulfur spring, I've gone there with people and then they teach people, well, bathe in the hot and the cold and to close an eye, but I don't do that. I go and take a hot bath, and I even make a little rain wet me. You understand? In the cold water. Yeah, but all I'm yeah, no, you have to allow your physical structure to actually, get into an equilibrium with your environment first. You don't do that. You shock your physical structure. It's like shock. You understand? Okay. So that actually just causes your system to go into a mode, like that's just that's not, cold or something. Yeah. So what do you do when that happens? Well, if you have marijuana tincture, the tincture from the cannabis, I mean, right now it's illegal in St. Vincent, in Antigua,
Yeah.
Jamaica, all them. We could just fly to Antigua, get some tincture from the marijuana.
Okay, well, we can't like that, but tell us something in our own country, in
But
our own place.
said we should have marijuana too. Just want to talk to the Minister of Health.
But suppose you can't get the marijuana, what else can you do?
Have you tried getting it?
Yeah, I tried. I don't think
All right, we have a product called The Answer. You have a product called The Answer. That's very good. Chamomile tea is also very good.
And you know, you're not even getting chamomile tea.
Ah,
You're getting the chamomile leaves.
oh
And
my
do you
goodness.
have at the shop?
I'm not sure whether you, but you get some seeds and plant some and you bring it.
I'm trying to because
Yeah.
I like to plant little things around.
Yeah. Because I remember growing up and seeing chamomile plants growing with the white and yellow flower. Right, so them things there is the important things that we need to actually just make sure we always
Now,
have.
let me tell you, what would you say about rubbing?
Robin what?
Like the fiction, if you have a fiction.
Well, all I'm saying is great stuff. I mean, come on. I would not use some things that people use. I would not use it, right? But I would probably use my castor oil, coconut oil, some essential oils, right? Some lavender, and some nice essential oils based upon what I want to do with my. Yeah. So that I would do, but some certain things I won't put in it, like people, no.
What about square camphor? Is that okay to put in some coconut oil?
What's that?
Square camphor.
I don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome, my
Have a
sister.
good night.
You also,
God
beloved.
bless.
Take care. Love.
And my friend that you forget his name.
Prophet
Oh,
Edison.
I tell you, it's my highlight of the night. When you see his husband to listen to him.
Oh, give
I
thanks.
learned a lot from him.
Give thanks.
Give
Yeah.
thanks, sister.
And I get to love the greens because he just gives an appetite when he's talking about it. To eat the greens.
Give thanks.
Okay, have a good night.
All right, my sister.
All right.
Love.
Bless
Bless.
Bless the Lord.
Give thanks. 45226931758. 4522693. Definitely, you could give us a call and let us know what you think. But I want you to tell me what you think about the whole aspect of the emotional state, how it affects our human. I'm telling you that if you have a history of trauma, a history of anything that when you think about it, you feel sad and thing, that could lead you to getting breast cancer. I'm very serious about it. So I'm telling you now, when you look into your past occurrences in your life, right, and they have been bad occurrences, try to associate it with something good. Oh, give thanks I survived. That could actually change the constituents of your blood. Right? That could help you to actually fight disease rather than build up tumors in your breast, right? Or tumors in your womb, right? Or fluid-filled bags in your ovaries called cyst, right? So we must, as a people, really begin to have that full understanding of the effects of our thoughts upon the physical structure, right? And how it is that our reflection upon our past could actually affect us as a people. So we give thanks for that honorable, and we give thanks for the divine moment, right, whereby our people, are actually hearing. I'm not hearing that they are commenting that much on them type of things there, right? But they hearing. Yes, caller, blessed.
Blessed love.
Yeah, my Lord, bless.
Alright, now, I got it over. Strongest point of what do you recommend for the treatment of gout?
Gout.
Yes, sir.
All right, give thanks. Well, stinging nettle is very good workout. Stinging nettle. Right, just blend the stinging nettle, strain it, and drink the juice. Extremely good. Avoid all animal products and all high protein foods and high cholesterol foods. Avoid them things there, because gout is like a chronic inflammation of the joints of your big toes and your toes in general, right? And then, oh my goodness, terrible, right? That pain could be terrible, right? So then, avoid all animal products. Drink plenty of water, right? Drink plenty of stinging nettle green juice. So you blend the stinging nettle, you strain it, you drink it, strain in a cheesecloth. Yes, caller, blessed.
Hello?
Yes,
Blessed love.
yes, hell is
Good
well.
night.
Yes, blessed love.
All the things for $5.
What's that? Yes. All right. Give thanks. You could. Yeah, we heard you.
fibroid.
Fibroids.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay. You cannot listen to the TV and the phone at the same time. You have to choose one. TV, phone, TV, phone, TV, phone, TV, phone, TV. All right. So we're in an echo. All right. Yeah. Bless. Good times. For fibroids, we have what we call a female package, and we have a lifestyle. So as I was saying, that the key thing in taking care of fibroids is beginning to actually begin to think positive. Oh man, I look good. Yeah man, give thanks. I look good, right? So I'm beautiful. Oh man, I'm beautiful. Yeah man. So then, many people can't say them things and feel good in themselves. Oh, I love myself. Oh my goodness, I love myself.
Completely.
So you begin to literally exercise and express that love and care to yourself. Guilty about it. Because in the beginning you're going to feel guilty about it. Right? But as time goes by and you begin to repeat it consistently, it's going to form part of your inner self. Okay? 4522 693 1758 my lord.
So,
That's it.
priest, how is it that people get out of themselves? Because I find that right now in a age where people are becoming highly dependent on the opinions of others,
Mm.
it brings them out of themselves. So their projection is not even theirs. It's not one of full embodiment of what you wish to inspire you, because you can inspire you. You can surprise yourself. So just as well. How is it that so many people are becoming, so involved in the outside world that they forget the inner work?
Well, I mean, it's by design. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Remember that everything is by design. There is nothing called coincidence, right? And sickness is a business, right? Lower population is something that has been planned for a long time. You have a eugenics, and you also have population reduction. You know that the majority of the biggest names in any level of anthropology and them things there, they'll tell you that the world is about 7 million people, but it's only supposed to take about 1 billion. So you have a 6 billion people overpopulating the earth, right? So when people die and are sick, some people rejoice because they say, well, oh, there's one less, right? Whereby you have people that actually, you know, celebrate the life of that person. So the world is a very brutal world. And we as a people now, we must begin to look at the world from our own eye spectacle and see what of the world that we love, and begin to be it and kind and genuine and loving and peaceful, right? Not because somebody else is doing it, but because that's what gives you that joy. So honorable, when you say that people don't take a time to look inside, yes, God bless it.
Yes, and love. It's
It's gone.
designed.
Yeah, man, it is.
It's designed.
It is designed. Everything is created just for you to be more on the outer you.
Now, please look at marketing. Many of the same businesses and the companies that sell us products which are not good. Just on the topic of women, there are a lot of women care, women health products, so-called health, that actually damage the woman, that are filled with synthetic chemicals, from the deodorant to,
The safe free.
alright.
All them sanitary napkin. The sanitary napkin is just bleached, recycled paper and things. Most of them things yeah, bleached, and they have to bleach it so much to get it white.
So that means they're benefiting right off the bat. Once you're not considering yourself fully, like we spoke about last time, if you're really not looking out for yourself, they're gonna poison your water.
But it's poisoned already.
Right now, we're looking at the point where we have to get into ourselves so we can feel these positive emotions, these positive thoughts, and that we can regenerate and recreate that state of health in ourselves.
True, my lord.
Otherwise, I mean, the health that we're looking for is not out there, it's not somewhere, on an island or out in the city. It's here, it's right there.
Come on.
Because the health is on the inside. So as we take time to feel these things, we embody them, we become them. So Bruce, can healing really happen instantly? I remember you said that in a program once. I was really captivated. I was in the restaurant, I remember I just started working there, and I heard you say on the radio program that healing happens instantly.
Yeah, man.
That the medicine is affirmation.
That's it. You heard right.
So is that the part of the mental attitude?
Yeah, man.
Just taking that shift into.
As long as you've taken that shift, everything has already happened. It's just you just to be persistent with the yes, caller, blessed.
That's about.
Yes. Your TV is too loud. She hung up probably, yeah. It's a bit too loud, my sister. Sorry about that. It's very loud. The echo. When you call, you have to keep the radio, the volume of the TV very low, right? And listen in the telephone when you're speaking, right? Or else you hear a big echo and you're able to speak. Okay? Very important. Yeah, man, go through.
Give thanks, divine. Give thanks, honorable. That we hear, So at this point, I see the whole world is gaining the benefiting of the back of lost people. So it's very important now that we get into the self, that we begin to see for ourselves what we should be doing, whether it be thinking positive or living a better lifestyle or eating good, because nobody's going to do it for us. We can't be looking out there for a company or a corporation who doesn't know anything about us, who doesn't know us. They consider us the food world. They don't care about what products they sell and how they market to us. In fact, a lot of the marketing goes towards our lowest nature. That's why they use the colors like red and yellow. Because they really try to tap into whether it be our own stability in life. We want to be more financially stable, more emotionally stable, or it be our desires, greed, lust. So now we begin to lust for all those sorts of things, be it phones, devices, whatever, and we don't lust for our own freedom, for our own upliftment.
But you won't be lusting after your freedom. You'll be living free.
Living. So
Yeah.
they don't want us to live free.
Like so you see, I don't really believe in that that type of thinking. Right? Like kind of poor me, prophetic. Like they don't want that this person do that and this person do this. I would say that we have that same power, right? That same power to actually create our own reality. So if there is a reality that you don't like, that means that you're supposed to change that reality. You understand? So whatever state that we are in is not just because of the people, it's because of we. If that light go on in that part of the brain, then everything is done. Yes, God, blessed.
Bless the Lord.
Yeah, blessed.
Bless the Lord.
What medicine you have for
All right, okay, give thanks. I'll answer you off the thing. Yeah, give thanks. Yeah. Yeah, for nerves, you have a product called the Raslax syrup. The Raslax syrup. Definitely, you could have a look at that. That'll help with the nervous system. Very good. When you call in, please turn down the volume of the TV and listen to the phone. Okay, turn down the volume of the TV. Let's make a really terrible sound. Right, so you see, we just look at things. See, the same thing I'm telling you. It's about how we. If you sit down here and you're speaking about boy, and then people they have it like that, and they killing us, and then you go to this poor meeting, right? And then your bloodstream full of cortisol. Next thing, right? You're talking black power and all them things there, but that has to be depressive. Solution oriented, right? Because there are some modes that actually could actually stimulate you, and some modes that could actually destimulate you. You understand? So at the end of the day, we I don't sit down and blame people for that. I'm just telling you, well, look, you could make a conscious decision that will think positive and demonstrate gratitude. Give thanks for my house. Wow. Give thanks for the couch. I just you what? You have a couch, boy, right? Give thanks for the veranda, man. You know I have a veranda. Oh my goodness. You know I have some trees in the yard. Oh, give thanks. You know I have coconut trees there. Oh, give thanks. Now have lemongrass, give thanks, so you demonstrate that gratitude for the things that you have. Because you've been living of wanting so many different things that you don't even remember to give thanks for the things that you have. Yes, caller, blessed.
Blessed love to you, Prince.
Yes, honorable, give thanks.
Blessed love to you. And blessed love to Prophet Edison.
Give
Blessed
thanks.
love, beloved.
Yes, wonderful program, very informative. Yes. I'm listening tonight, as usual.
Give thanks.
Good program.
Give thanks.
Mhm. Yes. Have a blessed night.
Give thanks,
Give
beloved. Give
thanks,
thanks
give
for the love,
thanks.
right? Love, love.
Well, you look lovely.
Oh, give
Oh, give
thanks.
thanks,
Give
give
thanks.
thanks.
Love, blessed.
Yes.
Give thanks. But I feel good. I feel good. I feel real good. I feel like, yeah, I'm real mellow and yeah, man, I feel good, man. Some good stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah. Definitely. So we give thanks. I mean, our time is up, and forgive me. I mean, I know we just put it on the YouTube and things, so forgive me, my people. I mean, our Facebook was down, so I had to stream you through the TV, through the phone.
Yes,
So
sir.
sometimes you might see so in the intercession, but we give thanks for those on YouTube that was with us, even in the last moments there, and we give thanks for your loves. We give thanks for everything. Now, those people who are live here in St. Lucia, I mean, definitely we will give thanks for you, said we, and we glorify the opportunity to be able to sit down with you and share that love with you, and and just be here with you to make you understand that look, start to think positive, start to think positive, start to think positive, start to think positive. Whatever the circumstances, whatever you've been through as a woman specifically this time around, try when you reflect on that, whatever evil it might be, just see yourself as a survivor of it, right? So at least you could full up your bloodstream with full feel good hormones, right? That you could actually uplift your immune system to help you fight off, ward off that breast cancer and that fibroids and the polycystic ovarian syndrome and the infertility and all them things there. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. And when you look back, right, always pick up something positive from it, that at least you as an individual could fundamentally uplift yourself and heal yourself. Because remember, sad, pathetic, regretful thoughts lead to fibroids, polycystic ovarian syndrome, breast cancer, and all them things there, right? So I'm not making it up, I'm telling you, right? That's based upon the hormonal integrity of the physical structure, how it sways the hormones within the physical structure. So understand that the same way positive thoughts can lead to the production of particular hormones like serotonin that ups your immune system. My lord, your words in 30 seconds.
Do give thanks, honorable. Give thanks for the divine moments, for just being here, in the presence of an honorable elder, a great elder. So give thanks for your divine presence, honorable. And truly, we create our own reality. So let's be the best part of it, let's be fulfilling in our own selves and our own destiny. And of course, let's love ourselves fully, love ourselves completely. So, of course, live the life you love, and we're still available. We are available here in St. Lucia on Jeremy Street. So be sure to come see us, come sit in with us, and feel the vibe. Come, have a lifestyle changing experience, a life changing experience, because we really are changing lives one feast at a time. But do give thanks. We create our own reality, and of course, right here, right now, this is the moment to change. This is the moment to create those positive thoughts and those positive self projections.
Yes, my lord, we do give thanks again. Definitely remember that, we on Jeremy Street and we in Redwood, right next to Volley gas station. Those people who want to have consultations with us, 1758 722 3660. That's 1758 722 3660. You could WhatsApp that, or 1758 451 8813 within business hours, 1758 451 8813. Definitely, we do give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. Give thanks for this divine opportunity. Let us see the woman through positive energy shrink the lumps in the breast and remove the fibroids from her womb and remove the cysts from her ovaries, that she may bring forth life again, right? And stimulate that creational part of her. Embrace that creational part of her. Don't discard it, put it on the side, because you're human and you could use your human nature to get anything that you want in the world. So we give thanks for life and a mighty life giver. Give thanks for this divine opportunity to be with you, and we look forward to be with you once more. Blessed
Blessed
love.
love. Give thanks, my Lord. Give thanks for correcting that your priest. That train of thought to me, it has to be corrected. No, we cannot feel
Yes,
pathetic
YouTube
of that.
people, give thanks, love, love, love. Give thanks for the divine love. I mean, definitely that's the end of the HTS leg. So we have to call this YouTube leg, a go also. And we give thanks for all those of you that actually was with us, even if you're not getting the fullness of it, but you still got a good aspect of it. So heart of love, peace and love, peace divine. Look us up, priskilash.com. Ja,
Rasta.
Rastafari, blessed love, give thanks.